Hello, fabulous people. I am Donyetta. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dyetta. Today's video, I will be taking you along with me the best that I can to get my first COVID-19 test. I was recently in close proximity to somebody who has tested positive. And so even though I don't have symptoms, or if the things that I'm feeling just so happen to be mild symptoms, which I'll explain a little bit further, I wanted to go ahead and get tested just so I can know for sure. So before we get started, if you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, please don't forget to turn on those notifications. If you are a return viewer, thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate you. So what I mean when I say if what I'm experiencing just so happens to be mild symptoms, from time to time, I do have a bit of a dry cough. Disclaimer is that I also have allergies. Atlanta has very poor air quality. So since I've moved here, I do tend to suffer from, typical stuffy nose, sometimes itchy eyes. And so that itchiness in my throat, it could be. I'm also paranoid now. So every tingle or itch that I feel, I'm like, oh my God, is that COVID, right? And I think a lot of us can attest to that through 2020 and now into 2021. And so that would probably be the only thing I'm experiencing is that the noticing of that itchy throat. The stuffiness in my nose, that's a sort of year-round thing for me, again, because of allergies. So it doesn't hurt to know for sure. I will also say that living in Atlanta, it was tedious. Now, it was not impossible, but it was tedious for me to find a place where I can go get a COVID test. So some of the urgent cares that state on their website that they're testing everybody and that you don't have an appointment, but they would prefer for you to call. I called and they didn't answer the phone. I tried repeatedly to call and there were no answered phone calls. A lot of the sites that do have available testing, you have to get it like a couple of days out. So you have to find it and make your appointment. And so that would have been between like Walgreens, CVS, and Walmart. So I was able to find an appointment at a CVS. I'm gonna head there shortly for my appointment. It's gonna be a drive-through appointment and I should have my test results back in 2 or 3 days. So I say I will take you guys along with me the best that I can. I don't know if when I go up to this drive-through place, if my camera's recording, if they'll ask for me to stop. And so I will try to document the process as well as keep you up to date on my results the best of my ability. And so I'm gonna head over there because I don't wanna be late. And I will see you guys shortly. All right, fabulous people. I am here. I'm a few minutes early, and so I'm going to wait a couple of minutes before I drive through the CVS Pharmacy drive-through for my COVID-19 test. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am.
That bag you'll see it while you can put it out. Keep the swab this way.
You said do what?
To keep the swab this way and push it up and it will come out.
Okay.
Okay. Can you pull it out, please? Yeah, the phone first. When you're going to get the tiny line for the pick up the swab into that. Okay, that's where we're going to cut it up for you later.
Okay.
Put down your mask. Okay. You can put it into your nose. That's it, and then go. Thank you. Let's try the other nostril. In the back, you'll see the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you open it up. You remember that tiny line?
Uh-huh.
You put it into that line. You put it on the get to that line, and then you break it up from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Cover it. Put it back into the orange bag. The glove side. The second bag we gave you those alcohol wipes, and you use one to clean your hands. The second alcohol wipe, you use it to both of the big box right here, and then throw it in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the result in 3 to 7 days.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. All right, that was painless, sort of. It did tingle, child, when it was in my nose. I ain't even gonna much lie to you. So, I'm done with that, and now I'm gonna head back home, and I will follow back up with you all when I get my results. Hello, fabulous people. I am back, and I have my COVID-19 test results, and the verdict is I tested negative for COVID-19. So the results took about 48, it was less than 48 hours. It was probably a day and a half before I got the results back. So there is an app that you download. If you recall, I went to a CVS. So within an hour or so after me going to do the swab through the CVS pharmacy drive-through, I pulled up the app, and it did have in there that I had an appointment that day. And then there's a section for your lab test results, just like if you would go to any other doctor and they put your lab test results or the notes for your appointment or your visit to them on a portal. And so that's exactly what it looked like. So I was familiar with the setup of that. I didn't get the notification or the email that it said I would get. I just so happened to check the portal like clockwork, because others who had done a COVID-19 test at CVS did tell me it'll take like a day and a half to get the results back. So I just so happened to be randomly on my phone, and a friend texted me and said, "Hey, have you heard anything back yet?" And I was like, "No." And as soon as I responded to that text, I was like, let me go look in the portal. And sure enough, my results had just been updated. So I don't know if they didn't send me the text or the email that they said I would get, because somehow it knew that I had already viewed the results, but I never got that. And so that's just something to be mindful of, because waiting for lab work can be like a purgatory where you're sitting there like, And so everything, it was a smooth process. I'm glad that I've had some friends who've gotten a COVID test and it's taken them closer to a week to get their results back. And I didn't want to do a rapid test because I know those give a lot of false negatives. And so I am glad that I went the route that I did. My takeaways are, it did not hurt. It felt more like a tingling sensation, sort of sometimes like that sensation you get right before you sneeze. But in all honesty, I would have preferred not to even have to take the test. And so hindsight is always better than foresight. And so even though I got my results back on a weekday, that entire weekend I still didn't go out. I still didn't mingle. Like, I don't like to play with fire. So I have curtailed like just being out here and being social, because I am not even qualified. I'm not even in the last tier of people who are qualified to receive the COVID-19 vaccine at this point. And so I have curved just how willing I was to be social. I had gotten a little bit lax, of course, which is how I potentially was exposed to COVID-19 in the first place. Thank you for riding along with me on this journey. Thank you for the well wishes. For those of you who knew that I was waiting on my test results and that I had even taken a test in the first place. That's a different type of video than I typically would do on this channel, but it's a lifestyle vlog as well, and this just so happens to be a part of life, especially for a lot of us as we navigate through this pandemic that we are knocking up on a year of being in. And so I wish you all the best. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, please don't forget to turn on those notifications. Hopefully going forward, I have nothing but new and fabulous and fun and exciting things to share with you all going forward. Stay safe, stay blessed, and most of all, stay fabulous.